What is up, you guys? Sam Dog Infamous 253. Sorry, I was a little late last night, so couldn't do the recap with Dallas because I just wanted to get to bed. So we just wanted to come out and do it this morning. Hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. So the Seahawks ended up falling once again to the San Francisco 49ers by the final of 31-13 on Thanksgiving night. And we expected it with how well coached they are, and just we had obviously the gap is still big and we still have a long way to go to catch up to them still. And that's the honest to God truth, like I was talking about with CG Ruthless when I was on his stream too. Dallas, how you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, it was a long night for the Seahawks.
Yeah, but we expected it though, right?
Yeah, I kind of expected it, but I was hoping we'd be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah, I mean, we let them waltz down the field on their first drive and let Debo Samuel run it in with absolute ease on that first drive.
Yeah, that first drive really kind of just set the tone, and then DS Scridge gets a nice kickoff return, and then we have to settle for a field goal.
Pretty much going 3-and-out on their side of the field after that big kickoff return. I was hoping he would have taken that to the house. Yeah, and then just just more bad coaching decisions. And I obviously also thought the other backbreaker in that game when we had that good drive going is when that one we had to try to hit Jackson Smith and Jigba in the end zone, and there should have been I thought there should have been a pass interference flag, because JSN clearly got grabbed in the end zone. That should have put it first and goal at the 1 too. But he also
the game was 24-10. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba. I'll tell you what, he also had an incredible catch that night too, and that so happened to be on the 9-year anniversary of the crazy Odell Beckham Jr. catch as well as people were mentioning.
I think the two key turning points was when it was 14-3, and we had him held to a field goal after getting a stop on third down. Then we got called for an illegal contact, and then they punched it in with McCaffrey to make it 21-3. That was a backbreaker.
Major backbreaker.
And then the DJ Dallas fumble.
Yep.
Which we were fortunate enough to get a stop and hold him to a field goal. Our defense, honestly, they tried to keep us in the game. They had a lot of short fields.
Yeah.
49ers did. I honestly don't think the defense played as bad as the stats would say. They were on the field a lot.
Yeah, they both.
Because we couldn't get any offense going in the first half.
And that's understandable going up against that 49er defense, especially Gino holding on to the ball too long and taking many sacks, and clearly he's playing hurt too.
I think this was the worst game the offensive line played.
Yeah, Stone
6
Forsythe.
sacks.
Yeah, Jason Peters hurting his shoulder, and Stone Forsythe keeps getting beat. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if we cut Stone Forsythe after this year. I mean, Anisha's been telling me how bad Stone has been playing. I wouldn't be surprised if we cut him this year. And, they're coaching decisions too. I mean, I'll tell you what I think another decision we regret this offseason is freaking moving Clint Hurt up to freaking defensive coordinator, not keeping Sean Desai around. Because look at Sean Desai now with the Philadelphia Eagles as their defensive coordinator. They're thriving with him as their DC. We should have kept Sean Desai and made him our defensive coordinator, to be honest.
Yeah, we were just getting killed on the ground. Not having Nwosu is really hurting us.
Not having Nwosu. I mean, you pissed away a second and fifth for Leonard Williams. I mean, just not
Frank
getting.
Clark hasn't done much.
Well, Frank Clark
is. Signed him.
Frank's at the end of his career now. He's pretty much. We could say he's pretty much washed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse than 31-13.
Yeah, I bet it'll be a lot worse when we go down.
The 49ers only scored 3 points off the 2 turnovers. It could have been 45-13.
Yeah, it really could have been.
We were lucky it wasn't a lot worse.
They'll probably make it a lot worse down when we go to Levi's and after this week we take on the Cowboys. But, yeah.
Yeah, the game in San Francisco could be a lot uglier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And
the 49ers just got off to a fast start.
Yeah.
And never looked back.
Yeah, like I said, we got a long way to go to catch up to them. Give it another good draft or so, or I feel like we should also move on for Shane Walden and Clint Hurt after this year too. But
yeah, we'll probably be going through another offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and obviously we know Jody Allen won't move on from Pete Carroll yet too. I mean,
there's something wrong with the offense this year.
Yeah. I mean, question is though too is like we gotta. Well, when will we freaking change the philosophy too? That's another thing too. I don't want to say anything bad about Pete though, but who knows? It might be time to start, looking towards, retirement and moving on with life after football and get a nice young head coach, to try to keep up with teams like the 49ers and the Rams with their young head coaches with McVay and Shanahan, Get an innovative offensive mind.
It was a tough night. They're definitely up against it right now, schedule wise. Hopefully they can try to somehow find a way to get a win in the next 3.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't see it happen, especially after seeing what Dallas did to Washington with Deron Bland's record-setting pick six for 5 pick sixes in a season, which is just an incredible NFL record.
Yeah. I see our first 5-game losing streak since 08.
Yeah, since Holmgren's last year.
Because we had to drop that critical game against the Rams that we should have won.
Yeah, it's freaking. Yeah,
I think that had a carryover effect.
Yeah, Seahawks. Brendan Nelson made it clear when talking about it. We are looking 6-8 dead in the eye right now.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, catch y'all later.
The 49ers pretty much wrapped up the division last night.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anyway, catch y'all on Sunday for Red Zone reactions, and if you ain't with it, you ain't infamous, and go Hawks.